Tesla is a lot more than just an auto manufacturer. Their business lines also include insurance, autonomy, software, hardware, as well as solar and energy storage solutions. Solar and energy storage is the most underappreciated and underrated Tesla product line in my opinion. But as I will outline in this video, their energy business will soon be a significant part of their success and to the health of the world as a whole. I'm Jonathan Stewart, and welcome to Cleanerwatt. In November of 2016, Tesla closed the deal to acquire SolarCity for $2.6 billion. With this acquisition, they were able to take over the solar business from SolarCity. Here at the beginning of this video, I'm going to start with a brief product overview of Tesla's energy products. One of their newest and most exciting product line is the solar glass roof. Version 3 was just released in late 2019, and that product is slated to go into mass manufacturing this year. One of the reasons I think this is going to be a very big hit for Tesla once they can get manufacturing and installation to scale is because the economics work on the solar glass roof. On their website, they give an example for a common 2,000 square foot roof with 10 kilowatts of solar, and they show that after federal incentives, you can get a solar glass roof installed for right around $33,000 to $34,000. If you don't count the federal tax credit, it's right around $42,500. If you compare this to installing a premium roof plus the equivalent amount of solar, you come out to roughly the same amount before incentives and more expensive after incentives. So if it's time to replace your roof and you're also looking into solar, it only makes sense to consider the solar glass roof. As they mention, it's 3 times stronger than a normal roof, plus it produces power and is beautiful as well. In the Q4 earnings letter, Tesla had this to say: in Q4, we continue to ramp both solar glass roof production as well as installations. In addition to Tesla installers, we have also partnered with several roofing companies to support installations to fulfill demand for solar glass roof. After organizing several roofing company training days at our training homes in Fremont, we already demonstrated dramatically shorter installation times versus previous versions of the product. Solar glass tiles are made in our Gigafactory in New York, and we are hiring hundreds of employees at this facility. So more color choices are coming in the future beside just the textured black glass look that they have now, and I believe this is going to be a much higher margin product than solar panels alone. There's a large market opportunity for the solar roof, somewhere around 5 million or so roofs per year, whether that's replacing a roof or a new home roof installation. And once the solar glass roof is able to be scaled as planned, and I believe they will get to scale, we should see a huge growth from this product at what I believe to be very profitable margins. In the future, as the price even goes down further, I believe that we'll see the solar glass roof installations outpace standard panels. The second product within the Tesla solar line is, of course, standard solar panels. Tesla has simplified the solar ordering process and have created 4 basic sizes that you can choose from: the small 3.8 kilowatt system, the medium 7.6 kilowatt system, the large 11.4 kilowatt system, or the extra large 15.2 kilowatt system. Now moving to Tesla's energy storage, for home storage solutions they have the Powerwall. The Powerwall is a home battery that provides backup power in the event of a grid outage. A single Powerwall stores 13.5 kilowatt hours of energy that can run an average home for about 8 hours. When paired with the right amount of solar, multiple Powerwalls can run your home 24/7 on clean energy, giving you peace of mind during longer-term grid outages. So it's great for battery backup in case you lose power because of a storm or a grid problem. And also, if you have solar panels, you can have solar during the day, use that, and use the battery backup to have clean energy even at night when the sun is not shining. Tesla's other 2 battery storage solutions are the POWERPACK and the MEGAPACK. Tesla had this to say about their POWERPACK and energy grid solutions: our grid-scale energy storage products demonstrate how utilities can safely and effectively use Tesla battery technology on a large scale to help meet customers' energy needs. especially during times of peak demand. One of the benefits of the POWERPACK system is that it has a scalable design. It can scale to the space, power, and energy requirements of any site, from small commercial businesses to larger regional utilities. The Tesla POWERPACK has many applications within the grid, such as peak shaving, load shifting, emergency backup, and demand response. In the Q4 2019 investor letter, Tesla had this to say about their energy business. Quote, energy storage deployment reached an all-time high of 530 megawatt hours in Q4, which included the first deployments of the Megapack, our new commercial scale 3 megawatt hour integrated storage system that is pre-assembled at Gigafactory Nevada as a single unit. So the Megapack, as Tesla mentioned here, is a 3 megawatt hour integrated storage system, which also has the modular ability, like the POWERPACK, to have multiple connected together. So now that we've talked about the product lines of Tesla Energy, both solar and energy storage, I want to talk about the actual deployment of solar and battery storage solutions over the last few years. So all the numbers I'm going to mention are going to be from 2017 on, because that is when Tesla was officially running this part of the business. So in 2017, Tesla deployed 522 megawatts of solar capacity. In 2018, that number went down to 326 megawatts. In 2019, that number went all the way down to 173 megawatts. This drop from 522 megawatts to 173 megawatts is explained by Tesla, quote, solar megawatts deployed declined as volumes continued to be impacted by our decision to close certain sales channels earlier this year and to focus on products with better margins. So when Tesla Energy purchased SolarCity, shortly after that, they closed down the SolarCity operations and sales team and integrated energy and solar sales through their current sales channels and current Tesla stores. This led to an immediate drop in sales, of course, but as Tesla mentioned, this was to improve margins and make this portion of the business profitable. So in the Q4 2019 investor letter, Tesla mentioned that they should see at least a 50% growth in the solar deployment in 2020. That would lead us to somewhere around 260 megawatts of deployment in 2020. And based on this trend, I believe it's possible we could see somewhere around a 100% increase from 2020 to 2021 to about 520 megawatts. And in 2022, I believe it very possible that we could get to 1 gigawatts of solar deployment. What about energy storage deployment during that same period of time? In 2017, Tesla deployed 358 megawatt hours of battery storage. That number went up to 1.04 gigawatt hours in 2018, 1.65 gigawatt hours in this most recent period in 2019. If we once again use that 50% growth number that Tesla has guided in this past letter, you can see that Tesla should be able to deploy around 2.5 gigawatt hours of storage deployment in 2020, and I think it's possible they could double that in 2021 to get to somewhere around 5 gigawatt hours of energy storage deployment. Now, what does this all mean to Tesla's bottom line and to their revenue numbers? In 2017, the revenue from the Tesla Energy business was right around $1.12 billion. In 2018, it rose to $1.55 billion, and there was a slight decline in 2019 to $1.53 billion. I think it's really important here to note that in 2019, the solar deployment was nearly half that of 2018, yet the revenue was still nearly the same. I believe this is showing Tesla's shift to higher margin products of energy storage, as well as products like the solar roof. Once again, if we project in the future somewhere around a 50% growth from 2019 to 2020, it's very possible that revenue could be somewhere around $2.3 billion in 2020 and somewhere around $5 billion in 2021 if they can double that growth from 2020 to 2021. So what does this look like in actual bottom line profit margin? In 2017, they had a gross profit of 21.6%, and that netted them $241 million of profit. In 2018, that amount went down to $190 million at 12.2% gross profit margin. In 2019, the profit margin was about equal to 2018, with a very slight increase in profit margin to 12.4%. Going forward in 2020 and 2021, as we mix in more energy storage and we expand the solar roof, I believe it's very possible that we could get the Tesla energy margins back north of 20% like they had in 2017. So if we assume somewhere around a 20% margin in 2020, I believe we could see $460 million of gross profit from Tesla Energy. In 2021, with the numbers we've talked about, I believe it's possible they could get to $1 billion of profit from Tesla Energy. In the very near future, as I've laid out, I believe Tesla Energy is going to be a very important profit center for Tesla and a big part of their business as a whole. Now, one more thing I want to cover in this video is another problem that Tesla Energy solves in our environment. So as you know, burning fossil fuels for both energy generation and for transportation causes the problems of increased greenhouse gases in our environment and, of course, air pollution. The United States Environmental Protection Agency had this on their website, and they showed that in 2017 in the United States, electricity generation accounted for around 28% of the greenhouse gas emissions. Obviously, as Tesla deploys more solar panels and more solar roofs, that'll make a dent in the amount of electricity needed. But one of the biggest ways that I believe Tesla is helping reduce greenhouse gas emissions as well as air pollution is by replacing peaker plants with energy storage solutions. So if you're not familiar with how the grid works, there are certain peak demand times when a lot of energy is needed. Ordinarily, the grid cannot produce quite enough electricity for those needs, so there are a number of fossil fuel burning plants that fire up when demand is needed. These peaker plants put out a lot more pollution than the normal energy generation process. Cleanergroup.org had this quote on their website about this. Quote, "The more than 1,000 peaker plants in operation across the United States are predominantly located in disadvantaged communities, sited in or near mostly low-income communities and communities of color. Peaker plants disproportionately emit health-damaging air pollutants, mainly ozone-forming chemicals like nitrogen oxides and harmful particulates that contribute to poor local air quality and harm public health in these vulnerable frontline communities." So Tesla is able to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from these peaker plants and improve air quality by replacing these with their energy storage solutions. So in conclusion, as mentioned, Tesla is a lot more than just an automotive manufacturer. Tesla Energy in the next several years could begin to make up a significant portion of Tesla's revenue and profit as they reach economies of scale. As Tesla reduces the cost per kilowatt hour for batteries, the potential profit goes up for the Powerwall, the POWERPACK, and the Megapack. Since Tesla's energy business does not have a separate sales staff like SolarCity once did, and they have serious cross-promotion opportunities by selling to loyal Tesla customers, this is going to be a very profitable business for Tesla. Tesla Energy is having and will have a significant impact on reducing air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions in the future. And it will be exciting to watch Tesla Energy's growth over the next few years. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something and also enjoyed it. If you did like the video, please consider clicking the like button so other people can find the video as well. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, if you click the bell icon, you'll be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thank you so much.